Here's an interesting prison story for you. So, when I first got to prison, I started hearing girls' names called over the intercom, which means they're going home. And I just remember thinking, gosh, I would do anything to be at the end of my prison sentence to go home. And so, one of my roommates, and I mean, I had 7 years when I walked in, so I felt buried in prison. My roommate, her name was Anne, was done with her prison sentence. I think she'd done about 2 years. And she asked me if I would walk her to the gate. And I remember that feeling of walking to the gate and saying goodbye and thinking, gosh, wouldn't I love to have my day come? It just felt so far away. Well, one day I hear a girl's name called over the intercom, which means she's leaving. And then it's called again. And then it's called again. And then it's like, gosh, dang it, so-and-so, get your butt over here. She was hiding. She didn't want to leave prison. So we're going unit to unit trying to find this girl. And eventually they found her and they like drug her out, right? But I was talking to my boss and I said, why would somebody not want to leave? And she said, Louder, the women in here a lot of them have really difficult circumstances in the free world. They've been abused in some cases. They're safer in here. Some of them don't have enough food to eat. They don't have a home to go back to. They end up going to a halfway house and they don't even have an address. And she said, we can keep him safer in here. But also, there's the codependent stuff, like these girlfriend relationships that are so unhealthy. And usually when they're in one of those relationships and they don't want to leave their girlfriend, they go to the halfway house and they'll get within, a day, they found a new person, usually a man, to get into a relationship with. And that almost always kicks them back to prison.